Okay, so I'm Kayla Smith, and today I'm going to tell you guys my story about my cancer. So, on June 30th, I went into the ER with abdominal pain. I had diagnosed myself and was sure that it was appendicitis. My ER doctor thought it was appendicitis, but he was like, just to be sure, we're going to go get an x-ray and confirm that it's appendicitis. So he comes back in and he looks at me and he goes, well, it's not appendicitis, but things don't look good. So he told me the next step was to go up to ultrasound, to get an ultrasound to see what things were looking like. And he took me up there and I'm in the ultrasound room. They're looking at things and the nurse goes, well, we can't really see your uterus or your left ovary. And at that point, I didn't really know what they were talking about because I had never been to a doctor or anything. I've never been to the ER. I've never had surgery. I've never had anything wrong with me. So I've been a healthy child most of my life. And so the doctor starts asking me those questions to prepare for surgery, like, when was the last time you ate anything? If you have any prior obligations, you're going to need to call someone and get them fixed because you're about to go into surgery and you're not going to have time to do anything tonight. So I rush into surgery. They take out my tumor, and they tell me that they don't know if it's cancer yet. We're praying that it's not, but they said there's a chance that it could be because the tumor was so big, it was the size of a football. They said this tumor was so big in my right ovary that it was like I gave birth to a 5-pound baby. And so they took out my right ovary, and they said, we're going to have to run more tests to see if it's cancerous or not. And you'll come back in a week, and we'll follow up with you. So I came back to the doctor for my follow-up, very nervous. We were all very anxious. And my doctor came in, and she was having small talk with me, but she was still had that look on her face where she needed to tell me something, but she didn't really want to tell me something. And so she just looked me in the eyes, and she goes, you have cancer, and we don't know what stage it's at yet, because with ovarian cancer, the only way to stage it is to have another surgery for them to go in and look around to see what stage I'm at. So I knew I had the best doctor in the world because when she told me, she started crying too. So I knew that I had the best doctor in the world. So she brought in an oncologist who was now going to be my new doctor and told me that if my kids had cancer, she's like, this would be the doctor I would want, so I'm going to give him to you. So I knew I had the best doctor in the world. After my second surgery, I went for my follow-up, and my doctor sat me down, and he's like, well, it was worse than we thought it was going to be. He said I had stage 3C, which 3C is the stage right before stage 4. So I hadn't even really healed from surgery yet, but he's like, we have to start chemo right away. So after 4 months of nonstop chemo every single week, I can happily say on December 3rd, I was declared cancer-free and started my first stage of remission. So right now, I'm at month 7 of remission. So now I can happily say that I'm cancer-free and that I'm happier than ever. I'm more excited for life and ready to start my next chapter. So I just want to thank you guys for being here, and thank you for letting me do my seats in front of you.